which are really beautiful, with many interesting architectural and communal solutions. I will now talk about a park, actually forest, in Belgrade, which is on the other side of Belgrade. It is actually a hill about 200 meters high. And the story of ZvezdaraForest starts somewhere in 1946, after the Second World War, when volunteers afforested the whole hill, and today this forest is about 60 years old, a mixture of pines, elms and other trees. The forest, you must understand that after the Second World War, this country, Yugoslavia, was destroyed very much, but young people had enough enthusiasm to plant the forest with enthusiasm, and unfortunately today we have to put the subtitle "Destruction by Corruption." You will see further how this story goes. Zvezdara Hill is basically composed of clay, sand. It has quite a lot of underground water, and it is prone also to landslides. After the First World War, a big astronomical observatory was built. Part of the money was received as reclamation from Germany for war damage. So today, this observatory is part of the University of Belgrade. They have some 30 various telescopes, and you have also this classical astronomical dome. The observatory is also our supporter, because they have an interest in keeping the Zvezdara forest protected, because the urban lights annoys them and they cannot see the skies clearly. This is from the Google Earth site. You see the forest covers about 137 hectares. And unfortunately, for decades, there was quite a lot of even illegal building, which slowly bites off pieces of the forest. According to the Serbian constitution, the citizens of this country have a right for a healthful environment, and everyone should be obliged to preserve and improve the environment. Unfortunately, in practice, this is not so, not only concerning this Zvezdara forest, but also much of the Serbian environment in general. Even national parks are, and the various mountain regions are under threat. Zvezdara forest, part of this forest, which is supposed to be turned into a building site. Last summer, a neighbor and I measured the width and approximate height of over 900 trees in this part of the forest, and it turned out that the forest was of great quality. Only after that, we accidentally came to a book, which was a project by the forestry faculty, which also analyzed this part of the forest, including the remaining Zvezdara forest, and this part, which we measured, according to the foresters, is also an excellent part of the forest, quality wood. In 2006, there was a project that biologists did, and they evaluated the biotopes of the forest and found a large number of plants and animals, especially animals, which are protected by international treaties. This is the project which I mentioned previously, the special basis for management of Zvezdara forest. done by the Faculty of Forestry in Belgrade, and according to the decision of the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Waters, at the beginning of this year, this region was proclaimed as a forest region, which means that actually you are not allowed to do any construction. However, as I said, in this forest, like in Swedish parks, we have a number of species of owls. We have bats, moles, hedgehogs, the bird of prey, and a lot of endemic and European trees. The ground flora is also rich. Besides these animals, biologists found also weasels, some say there are even badgers in the forest, and according to the Serbian ratified conventions, the Bear and Bomb Convention, all these animals are protected by Serbian and international laws. The forest has a number of very important functions. It, you see, prevents various, it prevents global climate change as part of the local forest. Alleviates the effects of the petrochemical pollution which comes from poncho very often by the winds, especially the coastal winds. Cools the air during hot summers, which is all more important today with the oncoming unfortunate global overheating. As I said, it prevents soil erosion because the whole hill is prone to landslides.